and another warm welcome to Kogi in Focus, a weekly review of happenings within and outside government in and around Kogi, Nigeria's confluent state. I am your host, Oluwatosin Osuji. On today's edition, Kogi State Governor Yahaya Bello visits Ojuwo in Basa local government area, the scene of the deadly attack by armed bandits which left 12 people dead and houses and other property destroyed. The mining community of Ejima and the Tazuma company operating in the area during the week took some definite steps to improve their hitherto frosty relations. We'll bring you the details. And our views from the streets focus on how the government can make agriculture a beneficial business for all. All these and more on today's package. Don't go away. I'll be back in a moment. Welcome back. We now know that 12 people of Oganinugu of the Kenya local government were confirmed dead following the attack by armed bandits on the Ojuwo community in Basa local government of the state. Houses, property, and other valuables worth millions of naira were also destroyed, while conflicting media reports on the sad incident were being bandied. Governor Yahaya Bello took the 6-hour trip from Lokoja to see things for himself, and he was clearly disgusted with what he saw and was told.
Very dedicated and commitment service of the Nigerian Armed Forces, the police, the civil defense, the DSS, and every other security agencies that are serving here in Kogi State. We will not shy away from our responsibilities. The primary responsibility of any government is to save lives and properties. We will, as much as possible, comfort the families, the Gala Kingdom, and the entire Kogi State of those that have lost their loved ones.
Yeah, on 13th of this month, my father and his family members were involved in the attack by Fulani's headsmen. They invaded the community and killed them, destroyed properties and stolen of properties. 12 lives were lost.
In addition to promising to set up a panel of inquiry into the incident, the governor gave immediate directives for the grading of roads and the provision of other basic infrastructure to provide some succor for the community's residents. The governor's sympathy and fact-finding visit was described welcome and timely.
Your Excellency, 2015, we have such attack in this very community. Houses were burned. In one of our Oganinugu is surrounded by like 26 to 27 suburb communities. And we have a sitting governor that is from the Kenya local government here. Nothing was done.
Because of this particular issue, the first election could not be able to hold here. And by the grace of God today, we have got a man that is not any way bigotry at all. To come all the way from Lokoja down to Oganinugu, Your Excellency, you have set an example that people are coming to dwell on it.
We are waiting on Almighty Allah to give you courage, power to implement them.
Over 20 houses and motorcycles were burnt down, leaving many homeless. Arguably, the biggest headline across Nigeria last week was the release of more than 100 girls from Dapchi in Yobe from the clutches of Boko Haram insurgents. During this week's State Executive Council meeting, Governor Yahaya Bello expressed delight with the development and described it as proof of the Buhari administration's commitment to the security and well-being of all Nigerians.
The Council appreciated the effort of the federal government, particularly the President of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, for his ingenuity in ensuring that those innocent children are released. The council also urged the government, the federal government, to ensure that the Chibok girls who are still under captive are released. As this is the only way we can bring hope and succor to the families who have been in agony all these years.
The victims of the Ojuwo attack also got the attention of the State ESCO as the Director General of Information and Grassroots Sensitization, Abdulkarim Abdulmalik, briefed journalists on decisions taken on how to bring some smiles back to the faces of the community's residents.
While this is being planned, the Council has also resolved to ensure that relief materials are immediately dispatched to the people in the community to alleviate their problems. So against this backdrop, the Council has also directed that top government officials from various communities should go back to their communities, their respective communities, to enlighten the people about the need for peace and tranquility to reign in the society.
Education Commissioner Rosemary Oshikoya also briefed newsmen on government's decision to strengthen institutions at all levels across the state.
The total amount approved by Council for the payment to individual student accounts is 98,565,180. This will cover for the 2016-2018 academic session.
Nigeria's confluent state, the country's melting pot, where almost anything and everything can happen. From the governor to the farmer, from politics to entertainment, from the economy to sports and tourism. We've got you covered on these and a whole lot more on Kogi in Focus. Kogi in Focus, a weekly review of development in and around Kogi State. Stay abreast with what you need to know on Kogi in Focus on your channel of choice, Africa Independent Television. Kogi in Focus, reaching everywhere, informing everybody.
Luck ran out for two criminals during the week who were apprehended and paraded at the State Police Command in Lokoja. The duo, who confessed to a series of crimes, were caught with AK-47 rifles, pump-action guns, locally made pistols, ammunition, and traditional charms.
According to the gang leader, Kabiru Saidu, which you have opportunity to talk to, is also known as alias Osama. He has been, according to him, he has been working with as a political thug to Senator Dino Melaye, and they met on Airport Road, Abuja, inside the Senator Dino Melaye's car on a date in the month of December 2017. The suspect further confessed that Senator Dino Melaye told him that they should start working for the senator as his political thug, and they should equally recruit and train more members to work for him in preparation toward the 2019 general.
Nice to know you're still there. The program's Kogi in Focus, a 7-day flashback of events in and around Kogi State in north-central Nigeria. A fortnight ago, we brought you the story of the misunderstanding between the Okobo Ejema community and the Sazuma Mining Company operating in the area. We also told you that the disagreement led to the stoppage of the company's activities in the community. Fortunately, the mining committee set up by Governor Yaya Bello and headed by the Chief of Staff to the Governor, Edward Onoja, was on a fact-finding tour of mining communities and got involved. On the prompting of the State Government Committee, both sides agreed to end the dispute. The good news is that the misunderstanding is over, and the company and the community have agreed to work together. A community development agreement has been signed, which both sides have agreed to abide by. The executive chairman of the company was delighted with the development and highly appreciative of the state government's intervention.
The government has started, it has commenced. As you can see, people are very happy. The first borehole, that commercial borehole we are digging under this agreement, is already in progress. And in fact, they have heat water, very good aquifer. And the people are drinking the water now in Njema. We are doing roads that are communicating various communities there. We are doing borehole. We will build school. Apart from all the one that we have done already as of today.
The community representative says his people are also happy that the dispute has come to an end.
Yes, we thank the Almighty God. I'm satisfied with the agreement signed today on behalf of my community and the Zuma company. The only appeal I have for the youth in that area is that everybody should be patient to allow the Zuma business to continue as normal.
The Edward Onoja-led facts-finding committee said the government is out to ensure a win-win situation for mining companies and their host communities.
Do not take laws into your hands. Do not be impatient if it looks like the items agreed on have yet to be honored. There is a time frame allotted to all agreements, and if the set time has reached, make your report to the appropriate authority. On the part of the company, I implore you to carry out your obligation as agreed upon, and in record time, to avoid the issue which you have suffered over the past months.
Like the popular saying goes, everything that has a beginning has an end. You're still watching Kogi in Focus. It's no surprise when people say food is life. I'm sure you've also heard people say culture is life. So when food and culture meet, there's sure to be plenty of life. That's exactly what happened during the week at the palace of the Oinoyi of Ebira land in the ancient city of Okene, where Ebira's sons and daughters from near and far gathered to witness the rebirth of Ebira Food Festival. Though it was dubbed a food festival, there was so much rich Ebira culture on display. The conveners of the festival explained its significance.
Bring our children in the land so that we people should know we have a culture, we are well educated, in everything you meet us there for good, not only for bad.
If the state government is ready to support us, maybe those well-meaning Ibira people, we want to get our kids back to the basics. If we get them back to the basics, we will remember our culture, we will promote it, we will hold it tight, because it's something to be reckoned with.
The chief host, the Oinoyi of Ebira land, traditional rulers, and hundreds of culture enthusiasts witnessed the event. Many thanks for staying with us on Kogi in Focus, your weekly program that keeps you abreast of developments in and around Kogi State in the last 1 week. For your contributions, feedback, and advert placement, do not hesitate to get in touch with us through the telephone numbers, social media pages, and handles displayed on your screen. Still on Kogi in Focus, the prelate described Governor Bello as a performing and people-friendly leader and encouraged him to continue what he has started.
From what I have seen from the atmosphere, I feel the government of Kogi State is performing under Alhaji Yahaya Bello, and I want him to do more. You see, what we read in the papers and listen to in some of the social media deceive us until you come. Then you see for yourself that this man is behaving well. Our politicians in Nigeria know how to run down one another, and some of them engage in criminality. That should not be the case.
The visiting team of clergymen were received by top government officials who expressed delight at having the clergymen in their midst.
Mindful of that divine order of God. In every decision, everything he does, he puts God first. We have funds on a monthly basis to Khan and also the JNI, which is the Muslim part, the Jamaat Nasrul Islam. On a monthly basis, the government gives out funds as in form of support to this group.
His Excellency had also promised that in his tenure, for the very first time in the history of Kogi State Government House, Local House, he shall commission a full-fledged chapel for worshippers.
It's not news that Nigeria is a country blessed with lots of arable land, which is why before the advent of oil, agriculture was the mainstay of the nation's economy. Though that's all changed now, there are ongoing spirited attempts to revive Nigeria's agriculture sector as a means of diversifying the economy. If there's one state in Nigeria that has a major role to play in all of this, it's Kogi, whose rich agricultural resources are not in doubt. It's also not in doubt that government has a lot to do in this regard. We took the issue of agricultural development in the country to the average Nigerian. So, let's hear what our people have to say on this week's Views from the Streets.
We like machine and put these items like farm input and other things like tractor or you bulldozer, which can use to remove the big tree inside the forest so that you can make the place so that you can make the farm inside the forest.
Because our land has old, because cattle has weakened our land. Even our farm, they are eating our farm, destroy our farm, but we can't do anything.
Which we want government to assist us, especially farm implement. We pay them some money to guide it. Even the vigilantes of this community assist us to put care of the farm. But we want the government of the state, the federal, the local government to assist us in order to reduce unemployment of the state.
I enjoy the farming. This during dry season, we enjoy the farm. But we have problem. The major problem is that we don't have much money to farm. If to say I get money, I will even farm more than this one. No machine. Even this machine where me I dey use now. Now allow na my pack. I take buy the machine. We want make government help us to help out with machine.
Government to help us with money to do farm. Now, because we are buying chemical for this dry season, buy petrol, buy engine, buy hose to do farm, to feeding ourselves with the others. Make a government help us with that, to do farm very well.
On our Views from the Streets last week, our focus was on water supply, where we sought the views of residents of some communities in the state who were having challenges. The good news is that the state government listened to our views from the streets, and succor is on the way for residents as the government has approved and ordered the immediate repair of broken pipes and proper channeling of water to the affected communities in Lokoja Metropolis and in Kogi Central. Similarly, the government signed Memorandum of Understanding with the Believesco Investment Company to mechanize the Osara Dam and channel water to homes in and around Kogi Central.
On behalf of His Excellency, Alhaji Yaya Bello, to appreciate you for your passion and your love that you have for the people of Kogi State. You all agree with me that water is life. Without water, good potable water, of course, we will have a lot of health issues and airborne diseases. We will have a lot of disaster in the health sector. And you coming to say you want to take away the problem of water, we sincerely appreciate you.
The representative of Believesco says it is committed to its part of the concession agreement.
In line with the new direction agenda for the government, where the governor, Alhaji Yaya Bello, has the interest of the people seriously at heart, particularly to provide potable water for the people of Kogi State. Osara Dam in Kogi Central, it will be reticulated. The pipeline will be extended to almost all parts of Kogi Central. So that at the end of the day, we will be very happy that water has been provided. What we are enjoying today in Lokoja is phase 1 of the project. The second phase is the one that will capture the other side that has not been reticulated.
The company and our international supporters are willing to provide the people of Kogi Central from Osara Dam to Ihima and all the other adjoining local governments with potable drinking water to the standard of the United Nations. We are bringing in 100% funds. The company and its international partners are bringing in 100% funds. We are looking at a situation where we'll manage the water for like 30 years to recoup the investments made. So we are able to adopt a system where we call user charge. And this user charge system is going to be highly subsidized. Highly subsidized. It's not going to be a burden to anybody. to the users of this water.
All so soon. We've come to the end of this week's edition of Kogi in Focus. We hope it's been worth your while and trust that you'll join us next week, same time, same station, for another interesting edition. Till then, let's do unto others what you would have them do to you. I remain yours sincerely, Oluwatosin Osuji, saying bye for now. Have a great week.